Trump just confirmed something that could make or break XRP holders, and they only have 7 days to get ready. That's right, this isn't a drill. If you've been holding XRP, you need to pay close attention. The next week could bring some serious changes that could either make your investment better or completely shake things up. We've seen how political moves and regulatory changes can affect XRP holders. What Trump says now could be a turning point for the crypto market because actions can have an effect on it. People are wondering how this news will affect the future of XRP since the countdown has already begun and there are only 7 days left. This confirmation could have serious effects on the whole. It's not just a passing statement. Market for cryptocurrencies, mainly XRP. It's not just about price changes. This new development could change how XRP is regulated, how institutions see it, and whether it becomes a much bigger part of the financial ecosystem. The market is already very volatile, so this could start a chain of changes that affect the whole market faster than we thought. Are you ready for what's going to happen? Do you know what to do to protect your assets, or maybe make money from what happens next in a few minutes? I'll tell you exactly what Trump said, why the next 7 days are so important, and how you can get your XRP ready for the possible shakeup that's coming. Don't miss out on what could be a big turning point in the future of XRP if you own it. Trump's recent confirmation has shocked the market, especially in the cryptocurrency space. But what did he confirm, and why is it so important for XRP holders? The news is directly related to a big change that might have an impact on how cryptocurrencies like XRP are treated in the days to come. The specifics of Trump's confirmation are still being looked into, but the most important thing to remember is that this is the start of a very important period for cryptocurrencies, especially XRP. This isn't just another rumor or possibility. It's strong proof that digital assets are about to change, and XRP is at the center of it, likely to be directly affected. The confirmation is about changes to regulations that could affect how XRP is classified and how it works in the financial system as a whole. The timing couldn't be more important, given the uncertainty surrounding Ripple and the ongoing legal fight with the SEC. Any change in regulations could have a big impact on the growth of XRP. If these changes happen, they could make things better for XRP and make it easier for more people to use it. They might also get rid of the cloud of regulatory scrutiny that has been hanging over Ripple and its cryptocurrency for years. But there's another side to this announcement. The changes may also bring more scrutiny and new problems. If new rules change how XRP is traded or used around the world, now is the time for XRP holders to act quickly, whether it's getting ready for possible volatility, making smart decisions about whether to buy or sell, or just staying informed as more information comes in. The countdown is on, and the next 7 days could be a turning point in the history of XRP. Understanding how this release changes the regulatory landscape is important for making smart choices going forward. As the event gets closer, it's important to be proactive and keep an eye on any official updates and news about how the market is responding to these regulatory changes. It doesn't matter if you're going to move or just getting ready for what's next. Being ready will keep you from being caught off guard when the market responds. Time is of the essence, and the next week will be very important in shaping the future of XRP, now that we know how important Trump's confirmation is and what it might mean for the currency. Now let's talk about why the next 7 days are so important for anyone who owns XRP. As we've seen before, market changes can happen quickly, and when they do, they often give buyers huge chances or risks. This one is no different. The 7-day countdown isn't just a warning that things are about to change. It's also a crucial time when you need to decide whether to protect your investment or take advantage of the possible movement. For starters, the regulatory landscape could change in favor of tokens of value. Institutional investors may become more interested in XRP if the legal clarity that many people in the industry have been waiting for finally comes. A huge rise in the use of XRP is possible, especially among financial companies. More partnerships, more use cases, and maybe even more demand for XRP could all make the price go up. This means that if you have XRP right now, you should sell it. Now might be a good time to think about your plan, whether you should hold firm in case the price goes up, or even buy more to get ready for the next wave of institutional interest. On the other hand, if the regulatory changes mean tougher rules or more attention on XRP, you might want to change your strategy. With all the confusion about Ripple's court case, the price could drop if any news comes out that says that adding more rules and regulations could scare investors and cause the price of XRP to drop sharply if you own it. Now is the time to make sure you have a plan for managing risks. To protect yourself from possible losses, you might want to set stop loss orders, or even think about spreading out the stocks you own. Having a plan for both what could happen if the market goes up or down falls will help you stay calm and not make hasty decisions when you're stressed. Another thing to think about is how the market as a whole will respond. If the changes coming in the next week have an impact on the crypto market as a whole, then XRP will be affected too. A big change in the market could have an impact on all cryptocurrencies, not just XRP. It's important to know what's going on in the world market and any big news that could change things like inflation or interest rates in the economy as a whole, or changes in market sentiment caused by other major cryptocurrencies. These outside factors can have an effect on XRP as well. So what should you do in the next week? First, stay informed. Keep an eye on the news, especially any official announcements, news or changes to regulations that affect XRP. If you want to hold, you should keep an eye on how the market is doing and be ready to make changes if needed. Next, look at your portfolio and decide how much risk you are willing to take. Are you ready to weather the storm if things go bad, or do you need to look at your risk again? Third, make sure you have your plans in place for managing risks, whether it's stop loss orders, diversifying your assets, or waiting to buy more until more information comes in. Time is running out. The next week will likely be a turning point for XRP and its future in the market. Whether you're getting ready for a possible breakout or a pullback, acting now will give you a better chance of success. Chance to make smart strategic choices. The countdown has begun, and the next week could very well decide where XRP goes from here. Stay alert, learn what's going on, and be ready to act when the time comes. As the important 7-day mark approaches, it's important to know not only what this Trump confirmation could mean for XRP right now, but also what it could mean in the long run, and dangers. The next week could be a turning point in XRP's future, but it's important to look past the short-term price changes and consider the bigger picture. First, let's talk about the possible long-term effects of the regulatory clarity that could come after this confirmation. If XRP gets good treatment by regulators in the next few days, it could pave the way for one of the most important things that could drive XRP's value in the long run is the widespread adoption of it by financial institutions. More and more banks and big businesses are looking to use blockchain technology in their work. If the rules about XRP are finally loosened, it could become a major player in cross-border payments, letting